Stephen A. Smith was a guest on The Breakfast Club where he responded to some comments made by Marcellus Wiley, who claimed Stephen A. was basically afraid of the intelligence of his former co-host on First Take, Max Kellerman. As you all may know, Stephen A. caught some backlash after he went on the Joe Budden podcast and spoke on why he went to his higher-ups to get Max fired from the show. One person that chimed in was former NFL superstar and Hall of Fame wide receiver Terrell Owens, who shared a video of himself on First Take stating that Max was blacker than Stephen A. That post sent the two in a back and forth on social media, and eventually others put in their respective 2 cents. Marcellus Wiley, being one of them, decided to go on his platform to call out Stephen A. by saying this.
He wanted Max first because he was white. He wanted Max second because he was intelligent. He wanted Max third because Max can speak on all things. But I don't think he paid attention because he got slapped in the face with who Max really is. And then y'all saw the awkwardness that ensued because Max all of a sudden couldn't be who Max really was. Let me take you through it. Stephen A.'s First Take, the show wanted Max to speak for white America. Especially when you lose Skip Bayless, you get Max. Now, it's not just Max speak for white America, but that would allow Stephen A., brother, get to speak for black America. Now, here's the problem. Stephen A., the entertainer, had to meet Max Kellerman, the educator. And boy, that was a class that had a different lesson plan.
While on The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne asked Stephen A. about these comments made by Marcellus, and he responded very swiftly about how he feels and also what would happen if they ran into each other. Listen to what he had to say about it right here.
Now some weeks ago, something you said, which you said several times, you wrote about it in your book, you talked about your experience with Max Kellerman working on the show. And I saw a reaction from Marcellus Wiley, and he said you got rid of Max Kellerman because Max wasn't dumb and white.
Okay. Well, let me say this. I'm going to address that last part. The first part, I'm not addressing it anymore, and here's the reason why. Some people want to do anything for clicks. Y'all don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. Established. But others have to do that. And so when you see that's the tsunami of comments and all of this other stuff, even my bosses called me. It was like, yo, man, it's in your book. Enough's enough. And I'm like, they're right. I had nothing to say about it anymore. The ratings speak for itself. The decisions that were made speak for itself. It is what it is. Business is business, period. In terms of what Marcellus Wiley said, now that I will address directly. And I only have one thing to say. He and I work together. Got a lot of respect for him. I know the man he was talking about as his best friend. I get all of that. No problem. Here's my only issue. For a black man to sit up there and say another black man is scared of somebody's intellect. Come on, bro. That's just the line you crossing. And I have nothing more to say other than that. That's sad that he would go that route. I guess that he's going to get attention because obviously everybody watches The Breakfast Club every chance we get, and he's going to see, talk about it. I'm certainly not going to argue with him. I've always had a lot of respect for him. Me and Marcellus Wiley have never had one issue. And I don't care what support he has for his boy or anybody else. I get that. I support my boys too. But I would never in a million years say that one black man is scared of the intellect of a white man.
Damn.
I would never, ever, ever do that. And for him to do something like that, that's on him. Y'all have known me for years. The business has known me for years. I've been on national television with the #1 debate show on television for the last 12 straight years and counting. I've been winning, but more importantly, I've been in a bubble, in the public eye, on national television every day. We've had disagreements, saying the whole bit. Y'all have never questioned my intelligence.
No.
Ever.
Never. Yeah.
And so for me, it's like, I get it. I understand it. There's a lot of brilliant brothers out there. Max is one of them. Genius. Absolutely true. and a good brother too, good dude rather. And I get that. But to me, forget all that. I wish him nothing but the best. I ain't rooting against anybody. I'm rooting for him. I'm even rooting for Marcellus. I don't want him to fail. But if I ever saw him again, one-on-one, it would be like a black man going in a public platform and saying another black man is scared
and not
of
as
a
smart as
white
a
guy's.
man.
No, forget not as smart, because most people are not as smart as some other people, I guess. But that don't mean we're devoid of high intellect and intelligence. But to say that I fear the intelligence of any man, I've debated Dr. Michael Eric Dyson. I've debated Cornel West. You see what I'm saying? I've been on the phone with President Obama. I've debated political pundits, and I'm not even a political aficionado. We're talking sports, y'all. This ain't science class. This ain't, this ain't geometry or trigonometry or something. This ain't, we ain't in law school trying to pass the ball. This is sports. Scared of the intellect and intelligence of a white man? Okay.
So what y'all think about how Stephen A. handled this situation? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like and subscribe to the GMS show. I'll see y'all later.